mind together. He's a living TikTok post that thinks that if he just does one more bad take on current events, he's finally gonna become famous. Will his guests keep him on track? Will he deservedly get canceled, or will this show crash and burn as he loses control once again? Welcome to Meltdown Island.
DUSTiN!
I know everything that DUSTiN is saying sounds totally delusional.
DUSTiN, where are you going? Just trust me!
DUSTiN, you slow down. DUSTiN!
DUSTiN, you're a goddamn Einstein.
DUSTIN's right. You're a certified genius.
I think that's a great idea, Mike.
Thank you, DUSTiN.
If you look up the word tempting in the dictionary, you will find a picture of Sean.
Looks like Jawa is stuck between a rock and a Sean place.
I think it's because Sean is very built and he's sexy as hell.
I'm going to sleep next to Sean Smith.
Nothing feels good when you're feeling bad. Nothing makes sense when you're feeling mad. Don't go around feeling sad, cause everybody's going around saying that you're crazy, that you're lazy, and you're unmotivating. To the people that surround you in society, they control you in your mind with anxiety. You gotta break free from that mindset. Break free, break free. Break free to explode. Break free to expose all of those emotional vulnerability and the complexities of your mind. And together we will find that the sun keeps shining on the other side. You know the sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side of the rain cloud, of the storm clouds in your eyes, in your eyes. There's a place I know we can go and stay a while. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Welcome to Meltdown Island. To Meltdown, we can roll down.
I see now. Hello? Now you can hear us? Now I think they can hear us. That's too bad. That's probably good. That's probably for the best here.
I just need some time. Go back over there and do the show. Your stink.
All right, listen. Hi, everyone. So we've got great news. We're back. Did we have a little trouble here at the beginning of the year? Yeah, we did. We had a little audio issue. Not only that, guess what else? I woke up late. All right? At 5 p.m.? Yeah, maybe at 5 p.m. Yeah. All right? Yeah, I did. Is that bad? Maybe. Maybe I feel bad about it. But I also am also embarrassed because I probably smell. I probably haven't showered. And then I see that I missed a live space and where he says it's go time and that there's mining tomorrow and I'm all flipping out. That's what the most of the show with no audio is about, me flipping out. Melting down. Been melting down. Welcome to Meltdown Island. It's the show where life happens and I go, why? Why can't it be easier? Why can't they just tell me what's going on so I don't have to worry all the time? You know what I mean? Because I do worry all the time. I'm not the only one that worries all the time. We all worry. And I just sometimes wonder why we're in a, what they call, attention economy. And yet, your attention has to be so on point with every little thing that if you miss one thing, you feel like your life's falling apart. And that's not fun for your mental health. And I'll tell you why, because my mental health is gone right now. Thought it was coming back, thought it was on the way back up. But now I could see that it's not feeling the best because I don't know what's happening. It's stressful. It is stressful. It's very stressful to not be able to have plans. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Oh, here we go. Finally, I can see things are working. Man, it's crazy when things don't work. But it's fine. It's worked and it hasn't worked, but it'll work again one day. It's, the circle of life. Who don't like circles? I love circles. That's life. I like how Sean Hanlon is here. I don't know if his belly's feeling well. He might be in the restroom. I'm sure he'll be right back. Circles are good. That's true. Thank you, Sean. I'm sorry if I ran Sean out of here. Like for him to someday be able to make it back. He may not be able to. First thing I saw when I opened up the timeline yesterday, melting down, hot liquid magma all over my timeline on the Twitters. Everyone hating everyone calling everyone scammers. I think so. I think so, Sean, but I keep that door open. This weight holds the door open here. And that's how I think hot air comes in or leaves the room. Hot air does, and then cooler air with a fresh. I think a fan up there works too. There he is, Sean Hanlon, everyone.
Hey, I was here the whole time.
It's our audio is up here. See that where it's up here? It's connected to this video down here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. And then the video that we're using, that we've always used right there, didn't have audio. See how it does not have any audio to it?
Right. Okay. So this little one
has the audio.
The corner has the audio.
So they're gonna have two views of us if they'd like.
Yeah, that's crazy. Where's that camera? Is that there?
Yep, that's there. So if you want to do any long burns, you're gonna have to do some real far lean in even further because you're looking at this camera. So you have to go in real far.
That's too far.
It is too far.
I mean, that one's no picnic either. Let's be honest.
I know. But you look great.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
Happy New Year, 2024.
Happy New Year. Yeah, now that we've got audio, Happy New Year.
Happy 20,024.
Oh, 2024. This guy.
I'm sorry, I was born in the 1900s.
Keeps wanting to add 18,000 years to humanity.
It's felt like that. I'll tell you, there's something that has to do with this attention economy that makes it feel like every day is about a month. It does.
Yeah.
you're on that timeline, you're on that Twitter. Some people have so many tweets. It's just it's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It really is like you're reading somebody's brain thoughts because it's one tweet after next, like you're thinking. I think that's why it works so well for me on Twitter right now because I just let it fly.
Let it fly.
I don't judge myself. I say, because like you do. See, he doesn't do Twitter because he's like, what's it matter? What's it matter?
Who cares?
Who cares? What? I'm going to go out here and tell somebody what my thought is? They're going to what? Read it?
Yeah. What's the point, really? I mean...
They're going to what? The thing I found is they do read it.
Yeah.
The thing I found is, bud, it makes people happy. Makes people upset. They take your thoughts and they go... Or they go...
Yeah.
Pretty good impression. I was feeling pretty good about this. Yes?
I think part of it is that I don't really like people knowing that much what I'm thinking.
That's true.
I tend to keep my... It's been said that I like to keep my cards tight to my vest.
You wear vests?
Oh my God. It's just an expression. It's an old gambling expression. Worry about people seeing your cards. You would keep them tight to your vest.
I know I would.
And so that's how I am, I guess, with my thoughts.
I'll tell you what we're going to do.
What?
I'm going to share. I'm going to copy. I'm saying this out loud so that I keep moving because brain does two things at once.
Okay.
It doesn't do two things at once. It does one thing.
Well, it's interesting you bring that up because it's probably part of my neurodivergence. The aspect of it that's referred to as the rejection sensitivity dysphoria.
I don't think so. What's that mean?
And that if I was to put my thoughts out into the ether, those people that would choose to reject those thoughts, I would take it very hard.
I'm sorry, buddy.
As part of my brain anomaly.
Well, speaking of anomalies, I'm starting up a space so that people come in and tell us what's going on.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Hey, no, those are all us. Those are me.
Yeah, I think we've lost our Facebook, our YouTubers.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, they liked it more when it was more just about me and my fashion rather than what's going on with my financials, I think.
Right.
They liked my fashion and entertainment aspect.
Your fashion, like your clothes?
Yeah, bud.
Okay.
My wig play.
And probably when we did those chess-centric episodes.
Yeah, they like to watch me melt down, but not financially, because then they feel responsible in some way, like they want to help.
Yeah.
When really, they just need to enjoy the meltdown while it's happening, because it won't happen forever. Then I'll be rich, and I'll be melting down about society or something. You're going to miss all this financial, what do they call it? Alfie alphas.
Right. Well, it was a good run. It was a hell of a good run.
What was?
That era.
Not yet.
That era.
It'll be back. I'm just now getting back into the TikToks.
Everything peaks and valleys, right?
I got your peaks and valleys right here, bub.
So, but since we last saw each other, Lions clinched the NFC North for the first time.
Well, they got robbed by the
Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, that was super controversial. But that was a game for seeding. We had already clinched the division.
It was so controversial that the camera showed 68 going up to the ref going, "Hey, I just want to let you know, ref, you're doing a great job today. And I'm going to be catching the pass on this next play.
Right.
So I just want to let you to go tell those guys, look out for me. And my name is, 68. There, back there's number 70.
Right.
So don't confuse him with me." And the guy goes, "Okay, number 70 is going to catch the football." Yeah. Is that pretty good, play-by-play?
But then he was totally lined up in a wrong spot for someone who was going to be receiving the football. So that's what was so confusing to the defense for sure.
What do you mean he was lined up wrong?
Well, no, he was lined up where he was supposed to be if he wasn't eligible. But that he was eligible was a strange place for him to line up.
Strange or illegal?
No, no, exactly. No, I'm saying, no, you're right.
I'm asking because I don't know. It might sound accusatory because I got my finger up.
But that's also a counter argument, whereas if they would have said the right number, he probably would have been covered. Potentially. So I mean, it's hard. You know, as
You're
a
saying
Lions
if the
fan,
referee would have said the correct number,
the Cowboys would have compensated and covered him.
but in other words, the referee messed up, so he
Yeah.
wanted to take it out on the Lions. Wonderful play.
No, for sure, for sure. I'm not taking
Fire him.
I'm not taking anything away from the mistake of the refs because it was totally a mistake on their part. I think it's sad that he won't just come out and say I fucked up. And
is
also,
sad.
what's really kind of creepy too is that in interviews afterward, the players
They were
and
so
the
pissed.
coaches, no, well, they were pissed, but they're like, I can't say anything more for fear of getting fined.
Yeah.
So the NFL basically, if you speak out against them, fines you.
Yep. I even
And that seems a little fascist, doesn't it? Doesn't it seem fascist?
Seems very fascist. Very.
But I guess also it's their game. I guess they set the rules. But
I got some videos.
It's all a little gross, especially the cover-ups of the long-term brain injuries.
Yep.
So yeah, it's sad.
It is sad. So sad that people were celebrating they were filming themselves. Because everybody films everything now.
Right.
And these guys celebrated and won and then lost within 1 minute. And the videos are atrocious. They are.
I mean, are you looking for them right now?
I'm going to show you one because I definitely memed it.
I think this
because I said this is me every time I think rewards are coming, and then followed by the next morning when my friends go, "Hey, did you get your rewards?" Now you can't wait to see it, can you?
I can't wait.
I don't know if I'll ever. Oh wait, I think I got to look it up.
Look it up, girl.
I have not used this very much on the thing.
But I mean, it stirred up a lot of controversy,
as it should,
on the web.
People were like, he should leave his things on the. He should leave his whistle on the thing.
Also out of it a positive, out of the negative. I mean, Dan Campbell really solidified. Dan Campbell, the head coach of the Lions, really solidified his reputation as a fucking ballsy guy to go for it 3 times instead of going for overtime.
Yeah, again, that's great because he won. He did it.
Right. And at the end of the day, on the third try, the reason they failed on the third try was really execution by the quarterback. I mean, Goff.
He goffed it.
He buffed that. He biffed that that throw.
Speaking of biff and throws, now don't you guys play some fantasy cosplay football?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, for sure.
And you guys got your cigars. Ha ha! I want to look at you, boys. I want you to get out there now. I want you to do your thing.
Yes. And then when we previously on Meltdown Island, I'm going to the playoffs. I didn't expect to get to the playoffs, but I'm going. I don't expect to win round 1. Oh my God, I won round 1. Can you believe that?
I couldn't.
And then it was, how was I going to do in round 2?
Yep, I remember.
If you'll recall, also in previous episodes, I talked about how my team was getting a little inconsistent in the latter half of the season. So I sort of fell backwards into the playoffs. I did win round one handily. My team rose up for one last unified effort.
There we go.
And so I won that first round, but then my team fell apart, and I was eliminated in the second round. Our good friend Rollo held on to win the league.
Look at you.
Remember, he was Rollo, who is the Reverend of Roar.
Yep, the Reverend of Roar. He's popped up so far, just the post hasn't.
Also, frontman for...
he joined me on New Year's Eve on TikTok. We had a nice, good old time.
A Slice of Americana.
Mm-hmm.
That band, that Rare Earth, that he is the frontman of. And he's also the 2023 Chowder Bowl champion.
Chowder Bowl?
Yeah, that's the league.
Now, how you guys split that up? How you guys split up that?
People just get percentages.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
How many people?
There are 14 people in the league.
Okay, how many people win?
one person is the ultimate winner.
See, I watched all of these. I'm sorry, all of these interviews with the coach afterwards.
Okay.
He's so angry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he even goes, "Look, Bob, I'm not angry at you. Quit taking it personal. I'm sorry. Wouldn't you be mad if you lost?" And he just walks off. He's so mad, dude. He couldn't even say like goodbye. Like he's just like fuming, dude. Keep going. So Rollo ended up winning.
Rollo won the championship. I guess that's all I have to say about that. I was just going on with a little Rollo's CV. But he was the game from the very beginning of the season. I was telling you, he had really assembled a crackerjack squad. I mean, just really made some really solid choices. You know, he a lot of his picks overperformed what they were projected to at the beginning of the season.
Wow.
So he really made some really fucking great calls.
Well, that's pretty nice of him. Damn, I don't see it here either.
It's too bad, buddy.
It is too bad, because how are you supposed to find something really funny that you did? Oh, did I bookmark it? Maybe I'll bookmark it.
Oh, boy. You're right. It shouldn't be this hard, to be sure.
Well, I did watch this last night.
What's that?
The new Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah. Was it funny?
Let me tell you this. This is my most viral post I ever made. Yeah. It's got over 100, almost 200 hearts. It's a lot for me on Twitter. I wrote this. This is my as explained in some of the comments, my very wordsmith, well-written response and review. Dave Chappelle's Dreamer. Genius level comedy. Unbelievable tears at the end as he reminds us all it's okay to live inside our dreams. He's a uniquely eloquent and powerful dreamer with the ability to break down humanity to reveal we all share it as one. Honor he enlightened my dream again. Yeah, you said that down quietly.
See? I was respectful. So go back to your thing again real quick.
But this is the very end of the show. I went ahead and videotaped it and put it out on the thing because it's so moving.
Spoiler alert. Did you tell people that it's spoilers? Did you say spoilers?
No, I just said, here it is. Here it is. My review and this. I just said, here it is.
Yeah. I don't know if you would like that.
Maybe not. But other people were putting his early jokes. Because I'm sorry, he goes in early, right?
Right.
Because everyone's expecting something, right? So now he knows the expectations.
Right.
And he plays with the expectations. But at the end, he reminds us, he says, he talks about Little Nas X coming up to him at a party and walking right up to him and going, "I wanted you in my video, David." And he goes, "Word? What video?" "What video?" He goes, "You know which one." And they walked away and he goes, "Man, that dude is having a powerful dream." But the whole time he's been saying he's had a dream. And he goes, and then at one point he goes, the biggest dreamers or whatever are the most strongest dreams are the people that dress up. Like, man, that's where come all the way back and recycles the whole thing and makes it human, dude. It's a genius level, dude, the way he does it. Because it takes all of that, all of this shit, even him getting attacked at the bowl, talks about it. It's crazy, dude. He really breaks through to a new level. And he does it the whole time. He even does a couple of like old school racist jokes about does a Chinese face, then does a black face guy, just to show that he can poke at any one thing, and it's all jokes. And then he does one more little thing like, "I'm just doing." You're right. I'm not gonna make fun of any transgender tonight, though he already has. And he goes, "Tonight I'm gonna be making fun of handicap." And everybody lose it. He goes, "They ain't as organized." Oh my god! Oh my god! He crushes them, dude. All right, but look one more time just for this live thing and my medias. So what happened? Did you win?
No, I was eliminated in the second round. I told you my team imploded, and Rollo went on to win.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you.
Oh my gosh.
Was the payout, because I've been seeing some issues with some payouts.
Well, I mean, all of that was established when the season started. So when you bought in, everyone at the beginning of the season to be able to draft, you had to put in your entry fee. But the total entry fee, it was like, this is how it's going to be broken down.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think at the end, there's prizes throughout. Like, I think it's like $10 a week for the high game. If you get the high score for the week, you get $10 bonus. And if you make it to the postseason, there are 8 teams that make it to the postseason out of 14 to start.
That's crazy.
So 8 teams make it, and they all get a $50 bonus.
So they're almost staggered. It's almost like it's staggered league.
So then four teams get to the second round, and they get another $50. 2 teams make it to the final round, and then so I think they each get another $50, and then the winner gets the rest, which I think works out to be like $500.
$500 goes to one person.
Yeah,
and everybody else maybe got a couple $100 if they got far in it.
Yeah, if you went to the playoffs, you could probably make $150 to $200.
Okay. Well, apparently, some fellas on this Twitters here, they had a little bit of a meltdown here at the end of the season when they had their end of their season, and boy, it's too bad that people got to take things so seriously.
So you were explaining this a little bit to me before.
It's like a $300 poll. It's like nothing.
So, but did they put the money in though? They did pay the $300 to draft.
I don't know, to draft. I don't know if it was. That's just it. I don't know if they each paid $300 or if it was like $300 for like 6 guys. You know what I mean? Right. They all paid $50 and it was $300. Right. Maybe it was something like that. But maybe it was $300 they paid each, and that would be a little bit more.
I don't know why you would put money in without knowing how it's ultimately distributed. So I can't believe that this conversation would take till the end of the season.
That's a very good point. Because none of them really care. I think it's because they all have money. They all are kind of maybe rich, right, and it's not that big a deal. It's like I pee $300 out in the morning kind of feel, right?
Right.
And then when it comes down to like the thing, maybe the guy who came in 6th, he doesn't pee $300 out. Maybe he pees out a couple bucks a day. Yeah. And so he's like, hey, here's an idea if we want to split it 3 ways, 4 ways, 5 ways, 6 ways. And of course, the guys who get that go, he wants us to split it 6 ways. And he goes, well, no, I was showing you a bunch of different ways. I just picked them and throw them to you. Right. It's not like I sat here and was like, I made all this up. I copy and pasted. Looks like we got some things. So ultimately, they take that and they just jump on it. They're like, we're going to get them.
Hey, my friends. From Mad Cartoons.
Hey!
Hi, Mad Cartoons. Is Mad Cartoons...
Here it is. We found it.
Great. Is Mad
Hey, girl!
Mad Cartoons is an actual person?
Yep. She does cartoons.
I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like some business.
Oh,
well, Mr. Bill.
Okay, so here we go. This is. Let me just say here. Let me see what it is. Dog, this is me. We screwed Lions straight up. They screwed the Lions. And I wrote, this is me every day when I think rewards are coming. And I tell my mom or my friends.
Right.
Hey, I think
or the Meltdown Islanders.
I think rewards are coming tonight or tomorrow, you guys. And then I wait all night and nothing happens. For months now, I've thought this. You think I would be right once out of 3 months, but I wasn't. I wasn't right once. And
I just hope you become right at all.
This is the emotion and feeling of that moment for all of us. Oh, I go, yay, I won. I'm going to get my rewards. Can't hear it. Can't hear it. Let's go. He's saying, let's go. Yo mama. Yo mama. Yo mama. And then watch. You see the referee on screen. Watch this. Yo mama. Uh-oh. Yo mama. What's this? What? This guy starts laughing. Holy. Flag. Oh! Oh, now the other guy's jumping up and down, and now we are crying and yelling again. What the fuck? Now he's
That's it. That's exactly how we all felt, though. I mean,
that's how I feel on the daily when I'm like, this. Oh, here comes this other guy running by. He's running around now. The other guy's running around, laughing.
Is insanity.
That's how quickly. Hey, you. Hey, Meg Cartoons.
That is how quickly it changes.
I wish
I
could show it on the big screen, but it's too late now. We've already shown it.
Right.
We got people just watching and listening.
Yeah. So there were more of those, though. There were others of that.
There were a few, but that's the one. That's the one that was like really hit home for a lot of us. Hey, what's up, everybody in the thing? If anyone knows we missed anything, because we woke up right for the show. I did, not we together. We might host a show. We don't sleep in the same house or room because don't be silly. Even though I didn't say it like that, I don't want you to think that. It'd be okay if we did, but we just don't.
Yeah, we don't.
He came over and knocked on the door, almost broke the glass.
I once proposed it even, but he was not having it.
Do you hear that? That's how straight I am. All right, I want to. I don't know what's the matter. I just want you to know, ladies. I might have on some fake wig hair, but ladies. So we woke up today to Polly ending his space, and I don't know what happened. Now I'm freaking out. The attention economy is killing me.
Yeah.
Softly. It's not fun.
No.
Attention economy is not fun. Unless it's giving you a lot of money, it's not fun.
Yeah, it can be brutal. Also, since we last met, I have watched in its entirety the 2 seasons of Patriot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In 1 week?
No, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yes. But also, to be fair, in that 2 weeks, we did have Christmas and
magical time. We have magical time where it
New
slips
Year's,
out. You slip
for
out of
sure.
time a little bit.
Exactly. I watched it based on your recommendation, and I have and continue to recommend it.
Booyah! Booyah base! That's pretty nice. I appreciate that, because you always try to naysay my wonderful suggestions of television shows.
Although, yeah, like Raised by Wolves, for example.
Raised by Wolves is great, and it's by Ridley Scott, and it's aliens.
It's so boring. It's so boring.
So space. Guess what? So space.
Yeah.
Big.
And I'm even down to it, because actually, Andy, as I recently found out, Andy, my significant other, for those of you who don't know, she has informed me. She informed me that she hadn't seen the original Alien. So
did you guys watched
that, and that was one thing that I was even applauding about the movie, is that it's got those long, slow crawls of the camera through a very elaborate set, because it was all real sets back then. In
James Cameron.
That was Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott's is. That's right, because he did Alien.
Did the second one,
and then the third one is the guy who did all those other ones where he's like every little head they move, the camera moves with them.
So anyway,
I'll remember saying
I was applauding the slow pace of Alien. So it's not that I have a problem with slow pace.
You just think Ridley Scott's old now.
Just the story was just boring.
I just think it's a unique way of telling the Bible story. I think that's what it is. That's what fascinates me.
Well, I found that I find the Bible boring as well.
Easy, buddy. Oh my God, we are starting off 2024 controversial. Somebody finds the Bible boring. That's both of us probably, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
It's him.
So I mean, there's some quotables for sure. There's some quotable moments. There's some quotable quotes in the Bible for sure. Obviously, they have been.
Move on. Move on.
But overall, it's just.
I believe you.
It's super unrealistic too. The whole Noah's Ark thing. Come on.
That's actually a thing that happened around the whole world. Everyone has the Ark story, so it's probably happened 70,000 years ago. It's no big deal, but
come on.
They got the handbag everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, these are conversations we always end up having.
So I loved the slow nature of Alien. It's just Raised by Wolves was just boring.
And then when the alien comes out of the shirt, like, rah!
Oh, it's great.
Was she ready for it? She wasn't ready for it.
Well, that's the thing. Even though you haven't seen the movie,
you've seen it.
You know
the bits.
You know the influence, the cultural influence that movie had, and all the references to it, all the pop culture references to it since then. So she was aware that that's how the aliens were born. But
spoiler alert, everyone! Sorry if you just ruined aliens for you.
I mean,
I just went like this. I didn't say they come out of your chest.
1979. If you haven't seen it by now, you deserve.
Woo! Hot take.
Anyway,
Sean's hot take.
so yeah, skeptically.
Go ahead.
I am skeptical of DUSTiN's referrals sometimes because sometimes they're
you gonna land this plane?
But I after he raved about Patriot, I decided to give it a shot, and it was delightful. Then also very frustrated at the end of it because then you realize because it ends, sort of unfinished to be sure.
Yeah.
It ends unfinished.
You want a third season.
You want a third season, then you realize that it was from like 2018 or something like that, and there is no third season forthcoming.
Don't think so.
That it had been canceled.
But stranger things have happened.
I mean, largely, we got some closure to it, with the escape from Paris. But yeah, we are left with a lot of
jellyfish still out there.
Unanswered questions.
A lot of jellyfish still out there.
Yeah.
There's a button down there. That's another thing is that's what's that? Did you know aliens was just a raw oyster? Oh yeah.
In the first one, when they do the dissection, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that checks out.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that is.
Makes it like almost real life, like it was like a real thing on our planet that it was gross like an alien.
Well, that's the kind of thing that is, I don't know, feels more authentic about those older movies. That so many of those sets and prop pieces before CGI, they had to do.
You got to catch it on the camera.
Real.
You got to catch it on camera, and that's what Monarch is doing on Apple TV.
Right.
They got old Kurt Russell and his son, young Kurt Russell, and they both play the same guy over about 100-year span of life.
Wow, that's interesting.
Isn't that interesting? Because at a certain point, you're like, "Who's this guy?" He does look a little bit like Kurt Russell, but then they do something with his face, like how they do this, and then it's like it's too clean for it to not be something. So you start going more and more. Then you see an interview with Kurt and his son. You go, oh, that's how. Oh, all right. I can't wait to see the last episode. To see it now.
Right.
And it is that it's two of them.
Speaking of Kurt Russell,
oh,
I learned recently that originally Kurt Russell was slated to play Luke Skywalker in Star Wars.
Shut up.
But it was a contract. He was under contract with some other.
That's shocking.
Movie that you've never heard of, actually.
Oh, poor Kurt Russ.
I mean, Kurt Russell has done pretty well for himself.
Sure, but still.
But
didn't get to be a Jedi.
Been fucking Luke Skywalker. I mean, that's one of those things afterward where you're like, dang.
I'd had a couple robots. I'd had a C-3PO, and I'd had a.
But also, I don't know. I mean, to a certain extent, Luke Skywalker ruined Mark Hamill's career. He got to do a bunch of voices at the later. He got to do voiceovers for sure. And now, with the sequel trilogy, there was a resurgence in his
came back a little
popularity.
Bit. Came back a little bit.
And then, of course, famously.
Oh, look at that light! That's way better.
Famously featured in that Last Jedi, which he did not like the way his. And
I've said this before, and I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly how it goes. But if you take all of the titles and reorder them in a different order, they actually make way more sense. And I was like, "What?" Because it really does. And I can't remember.
I don't know.
But it goes all the way from the beginning to the very end. Like if you reorder all of the titles, they make more sense. It's exciting. Anyway.
I mean, what it boils down to is that
what a mess of a show we had.
I consider myself
what
a huge
meltdown.
Star Wars fan. While I haven't truly liked anything since Empire Strikes Back, but I keep going back, keep hoping.
That's that old man in you. That's that age. You were in that age.
Hoping
because you saw Return of the Jedi. You saw that in the theater.
I saw them all.
Yeah, well, that's your problem. Yeah, you're an old man. If you just seen them all on DVD or whatever, you've been like, oh, I like this one more or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps if I was like a kid born after 2000,
after, yeah,
and I would have seen them in their actual order, maybe, but I don't know.
I'll tell you what that Dave Chappelle did for me.
What?
I cried like a baby.
Okay.
Yeah, he had me. Hey, let me have a little breakthrough emotionally,
What?
because at the end he says, "Not only is this my dream, I realize tonight being here, this is not my dream. This is your dream to the people."
Right. To the Islanders?
No, to the people watching his show right there,
right,
live in the audience.
It was their dream to come
to see him do his show, and
it's a little narcissistic.
Dude, the way he sets it up, though, the way he gets there, that's the trick. It's the way he gets to that point that makes you realize that we are all dreamers. That's the thing is, we're all dreaming. Some of us have some very powerful dreams.
Right.
Some of us not so powerful. He talks about how he goes to a club and he sees this guy over there who worked all week and was able to get bottle service that has 6 bitches up there in the thing with him. And he looks over and he goes, points at Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's like, "Word? Who's this? Who is that?" And he realized he could hear him going the next day. He goes, "Yeah, I had bottle service, and Dave Chappelle was there looking at me like, who's that?" And he realized at that moment, I'm in this guy's dream. I'm in his dream. He's going to tell everybody this is his dream that he got to live.
Oh,
yeah, right. And that's when he goes into how the strongest dreamers today, a lot of them are transgender because we all live in their dreams whenever they pop up. But ultimately, that this was his dream to come here. But the more he's realized it, it's their dream. Oh, it's so moving, dude. I'm telling you, I had tears because here's the why. I've been struggling live.
I mean, I'm sure you're not doing it justice.
I'm not.
Right. No.
I'm not.
No, there's no doubt.
I'm not Dave Chappelle.
No, nobody would.
I'm Dustin with the white guy with dents in his head.
Totes.
I have my own dreams. And that's what I was about to get to. The fact that I do modeling and I got a little thing, I've had trouble because I can't, there's part of me that's like, I'm not enjoying it, right? Because there's some missing pieces to it. Like, they only want me for my head, and I'm tired of the head, and I don't like it, and I'm not getting any help, so I'd like to move on. But then after being on there a couple of days, they're like, "Dude, we just want to talk to you. We just want to hang out. We just love you."
Right.
And I started going, they want to hear me. They want to talk to me. Oh, okay. So it's kind of their dream come true to be able to talk to me right now. Not a forever dream, but a dream. And that just having those thoughts, not being able to visualize or to be able to land on them, and then hear Dave Chappelle say that the audience's dream was to be able to see him tonight for his big enlightenment moment. And it's like, yeah, they bought the tickets. Yeah, they hoped they could make it. Yeah, they were excited to go and see him because he's from DC. That was his first show there. Now it's his big dreamer show there. Dude, it was just something about it that was like clicked for me. And it's like, yeah, putting yourself out there, trying in life. There's something that's admirable about just trying and just being there for people. Because people are like, you've helped me. Dude, this guy who I think is a hero is like, you've helped me get through some tough times, bud. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, just you being you. Just you having fun. Just listening to music. Just enjoying being positive when I was not positive. And I'm like, what? And it really struck home to the point where watching Dave Chappelle say that, I know you can sound narcissistic. And part of the whole thing, part of being like, hey, look at me, is narcissistic.
Right. For sure.
But there's also a dangerous, evil part of narcissism that doesn't think of others. I think of others a little too much.
Right.
To the point where I'm not thinking of myself and I'm starting to go, oh, they just want this and they just want that. What do I want? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, I'm thinking of everybody else too much instead of just enjoying myself. So there is a narcissicity to it. I'm looking in a mirror and I'm talking to myself. Oh, I love it. I love me. Look at me. I'm a goof. Oh, I'm silly.
I'm hilarious.
Right? Which I am. We all get that.
Sure. Yeah.
But the oppression of life and money weighing down on us, and or even this attention economy we find ourselves lost in and can't find our way out to get stable life, all of it weighs down on us. And all of a sudden, hearing him say that made me realize following your dreams is okay. Especially, thank you. That's driving me nuts.
It's hard to take you seriously with that.
Well, and you can see I was trying to get it off me. I can feel it.
You're welcome.
But it's okay to live your dream, no matter what that dream is. And other people will be. He also compares it to, I visited Jim Carrey on set. and I was my life's dream to meet Jim Carrey. I was a young comedian. Jim Carrey has a kind of talent that you're bored with. You can't just go out and get it, even though he did work in his low life and get it. But he goes, I go to the set of my buddy Norman Johnson doing a movie with Jim Carrey. You want to meet him? Yeah, I want to meet him. Little did I know, Jim Carrey's doing Man on the Moon. And I go there and I go, Jim Carrey! And everybody goes, shut up. He's Andy. He's Andy right now.
Awkward.
And he comes over to me and I can see, I'm looking at him and I'm like, I see you're Jim Carrey, but I got to call you Andy. We're looking at videos and he's like talking to the camera and he's like acting like Andy, acting weird. But I believe I got to talk to him like he's Andy and talk to, how are you, Andy? And he goes, that's how trans people make me feel. And it's just such a funny bit because he's relating the whole thing. He's connecting all these dots, dude. And it's quite funny. It's quite enlightening for sure. You understand. He makes you understand because he's basically saying we're all human beings, dude. We're all dreaming our own dream, and to respect the dreamers. It's a beautiful thing. If you can get past, if you're not offended by jokes,
right?
And he even shows you how he offends handicaps. Oh, I was here to laugh at trans people. Oh my god, dude! I'm here to laugh at trans people. You made fun of me. Let's go, motherfuckers. Oh my god, dude! That face he makes when the handicapped person is wrong. We all make the same face when we get wronged or upset. David. Dude, I would do the same thing if he did a joke about me. I'd be like, how dare you, David Chappelle? I'm telling you, there's some genius at work.
Yeah.
And if you're able to open up your little bit of heart and watch it and get past the jokes that might offend you, you might just get enlightened by the end of it and see a bigger, broader picture of what he is talking about.
Right.
That he's been talking about since day one. He's doing jokes. Every one of them thinks is a joke. Talks about his wife finding his golden treasure, which is a comedy book. And she goes, what's this? Welcome to your watery grave. No, bitch, you got to say it with a gurgle. Welcome to your watery grave. Oh, my God, dude. The way he sets this shit up, you do not see it coming. And you're like thankful each time one of these jokes hit. Anyway, all right. Hey, it's past time. I know we started late, but please talk. I've been talking too much about a guy's show.
I mean,
it was very influential to me, though. It was very beautiful.
If we were to transition into Roses and Thorns,
we would right now. We would.
Yeah, I could start with a thorn then, which would be great.
All right.
So,
hey, well, welcome to Roses and Thorns. This is 2024 version.
Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns.
He still sings the lead song. Don't get me wrong.
Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns.
But maybe I do the intro while he's doing it.
Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns.
Welcome to Roses and Thorns.
Roses and Thorns.
Roses and Thorns. 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 Thorns.
Bum,
boom, boom,
bum,
bum, bum,
bum, bum.
Thorn to Bad Allen. Brad Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Who's Bad Allen?
That's Brad Allen is that ref.
But I'm Bad Brad Allen, and I'm here to say I'm for the Cowboys in a special cheating kind of way.
So you used the Spider-Man Allen lyric from that Another One Bites the Dust
Did
song. Yes.
I'm Bad Brad Allen. That's...
Yeah. It sounded like you were doing the
Super Bowl Shuffle.
Not the Super... Yeah, well, it's that song. But it was a parody. It was a parody of Another One Bites the Dust for the Lions when they were so good back in the 80s or whatever.
I guess.
Because Billy Sims was still on the team.
I'm Billy Sims, and I'm the quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. So
I hope to be starting my second show.
That was pretty genius.
Hope to start starting my second show this year. Look, Tiny Savage is in the room.
It's great.
Tiny Savage. I'm going to do a roundtable with them about crypto and other technical things.
Great.
She still wants to do it. There's no pressure. I'm just saying.
So then you can talk about it less here, and that would be great.
See, they want me to stop talking about it. You guys. Look, we've got 7 people. We've got new people. You don't know who Bill is. You don't know who Mad Cartoons. You don't know who Tiny is. It's a whole new audience. But we've definitely lost our old audience because of the new audience likes the topics we're talking about and not necessarily the old topics. But we're going to get back to it.
Anyway, I got a rose for you for making that reference to that song.
Thank you.
With Barry Allen, the
Brad Allen, the referee.
Brad Allen, not to confuse Barry Sanders. Brad Allen, the referee. That's fucking deep cut.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy.
I appreciate that. Now, what was it for?
I don't know that you knew you were doing it, so that was a rose.
It's just natural.
So
you didn't read it.
Yeah, but yeah.
You were giving me a thorn, though.
But I was giving you a thorn, though, because we were talking. I was talking about The Patriot, or not The Patriot, because that's the Mel Gibson movie.
It is called
talking about
Patriot.
Patriot. It's just called Patriot.
We did get off topic.
And yeah, totally.
The songs are great, though. The songs are great on The Patriot.
Becoming a whole
retelling
story
again
of the Dave Chappelle thing.
It was very touching to me.
I get it, buddy. I get it.
I remember. Did you heard me read that?
Yes, I heard it.
Lots of people have liked it and retweeted it. So
anyway,
it's good. It's valid.
Patriot,
so it's valid.
Patriot's definitely worth checking out. And yeah, the songs are hilarious because the hook is that the main character, he's a folk singer who can't help but
get out his emotions.
Because he's also
he's dealing with all these emotional.
He's a consultant for the CIA, which requires him to do some awful things, and so
he doesn't know how to deal with it.
He doesn't know how to deal with it
except through music.
And so the lyrics of his songs are laden with truths, such to the point which his wife, I love, tracks down that one guy because he says,
"Hey, if something bad happens to me, it's not so bad. If all my bones get broken, I'm laying in the hospital and I don't make it, it's gonna be okay. It's not so bad if that happens."
Because he met a cool guy, new friend,
and she's like, "What? You're my husband. Stop it. You're lost in your moment. You're lost in that moment. Your attention is on the wrong thing."
But she's then able to find him through one of the lyrics of the song.
It's amazing.
Which is great.
It's an amazing. How about Antoine McKay?
Antoine McKay, fantastic.
Did I tell you? He's so perfect in that role. I'd like to see him in more roles. We know one of the guys from the show.
One of the actors, yeah.
One of the actors, the guy from Human Resources.
Right.
I want you to think me of the human side of Human Resources. Sean?
Do we have those documents yet?
How are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm here for you, bud. I'm just here. You can talk to me. The way he does it is it's
fantastic.
Wonderful. Anyway.
And also so Antoine, if you know him as a person.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that it really his spirit really shines
just
through.
A really soothing, supportive character.
True.
Thorn to Rose to Patriot, Rose to Dave Chappelle.
Thorn to the songs not rhyming. They rhyme.
I mean,
it's folk music.
Songs,
it's folk music.
So folk songs. I mean, I guess it's less of a folk
song. Mark got stuck in Second City. He got stuck in the Second City rhyming schemes. Don't get me wrong. Without that rhyming scheme, we would never have genius works like the Pie song.
Right.
We would nenever have that.
For sure.
Should we show that song so everyone knows?
But also, I'm having a hard time remembering what you're talking about.
3.14 is the number of pi, and it's I don't remember how it goes either, but it's something like that.
Because that's Mark's song. Yes.
We wouldn't have that song without Mark's wonderful
you're absolutely
Second City training of doing rhyme scheme patterns.
Mark's great with songwriting. He also wrote, and I think I might have referenced in a previous episode.
Still got sleep in my eye.
Previously, on Meltdown Island, I was praising Mark Mikula for writing a wonderful, because I had challenged him with creating a new Christmas carol that could immediately be as beloved as Jingle Bells.
Hey, Sean. Hey, doesn't. Hey, Steiner.
Hey, Steiner.
Steiner's right here. Look, they're in the room too.
Kumquat corner.
Easy, bud. I don't know if you can say that out loud.
Yeah, you can, because it's kumquats. In that particular case,
I don't think he's like that.
It's a guy's name, I believe.
I guess.
But it was the show that he had done called Kumquat Corner. I was a guest a couple of times.
On his show?
On Steiner.
You know this Steiner fella? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Steiner?
Not today. Wait 3 months. Not today. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what I was actually gonna say. We got it coming up real quick. We're gonna be able to show that Pie song soon.
But it was.
What?
But he's a delightful songwriter.
The songs on the show are genius, though.
Yeah. That being said,
the way he adds Eliad Medevadad, all those names. Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful.
When I was writing the songs too for Cancer the Musical, you, Pat Luce, Topher were all like, "Hey, these songs don't gotta rhyme, guys.
Yeah,
they don't gotta rhyme.
We got to get through all that."
And I kept leaning toward the rhymes because I'm of that same school.
But as you see in the thing, if you just keep talking through it, through the line, through the stanza almost, to the next stanza, you can say so much more. You can give so much more information by breaking the patterns that we are naturally used to hearing whenever it comes to songwriting. That's the trick.
LOL. I know you, Dustin.
I know you probably too, Steiner. Now
you do.
I probably know you now that you've said that.
Miss you guys. Miss you too, buddy.
I miss you.
You know, I recall a time, buddy, when we used to see each other all the time, like on the regular. Like I would see him every weekend, multiple times a week.
He's from Detroit, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, I remember.
Planet Ant guy.
I need a picture. I would need a picture. Let me
right,
go ahead and tell me more.
All right. Anyways, I was at his wedding.
Oh, I'm so glad. That tells me so much.
I'm just saying.
I wasn't, so that does tell me a lot.
I knew him.
Hold on. If I wasn't invited to the wedding, let me think. Who would that be? Because it's only one or two people that would invite this party to their party. Lots of pointing going on. There's lots of pointing, an accusational tone. None accusations were flying, though.
Usually, smoking a left-handed cig.
Oh, yes. One of them lefties.
Yeah. We're lefties. We're lefties, but righties. I think lefties, but righties.
All right. You sound like commies now to me. How about that?
So, Rose, to our Islanders, though.
Rose!
For joining us into the new year. We wish you all the best.
If anything, we're going around the island. We're just meeting new Islanders. That's all. Yeah. Think about it that way. We'll make it back around to the main part of the island a little bit soon.
If ever the audiences come together,
then guess what? That would be called an orgy.
Then it's huge. Then we've got what they call
an orgy,
a massive following.
A massive following. Yep.
And an orgy.
Both, either one. I didn't mean to say that now.
I mean, a rose to you for thinking orgy, but also thorn.
Either way, you're going to get a thorn next because
I don't think it's appropriate.
I'm being attacked.
A thorn to you for sexualizing the Islanders.
Well, thorn to you for using thorns in a negative way.
Is this a cult? Are you creating a cult?
No.
All right.
I am a cult of personality.
Yes.
But I'm not making a cult. If people want to follow me, that's their dream. I am not going to tell someone to not follow their dreams.
Let's not call that bad.
And if I'm their dream, let them follow.
Apparently, Dustin has a rose for Chappelle's new special.
Rose!
I'll check it out. A rose for Patreon.
Patreon. Rose!
Yeah, it's great. It's a delightful show.
Oh, here's another one you haven't seen. Scavengers Run.
What?
It's on HBO. It's about a alien planet. Since you're into aliens right now.
I mean, I don't know if I'm really
into
aliens, but
they're 20 minutes long. It's the most creative space stuff done in a long time, especially in a cartoon. What's that?
Nothing. So
I need to clean out my ears. I feel like you mumbled something.
A thorn to you for.
Boy, I keep giving out roses, and he keeps getting out the. Go ahead, I'm listening.
For oversleeping.
Oh yeah.
But
that's a thorn.
A rose to you, a bouquet of roses.
What?
For bouncing back, waking up, letting me in.
Boom.
Coming upstairs.
Boom.
Firing it up.
Boom.
Only like 8 minutes.
Only
8 minutes after time.
We've given them 6:18. We've given them 8-minute bonus plus another 2 minutes. Why? Because Lauren Michaels has shown up. Can you believe it?
Here. Oh my God!
What a way to start off this year already, Lauren Michaels. Hi, Lauren. As you know, everything I've done my whole life is one long audition for SNL, and I'm ready to be the old-timey person older person on the show who
older
does
person?
impersonations, or is the breakaway star comedy person like a Chris Farley or a Catan. I'm ready. I've been born ready, but I'm beyond ready now. So you might want to get me out before I go get too cooked, and then I won't be ready. I'll be fried.
You'll be overdone.
I'll be overdone.
So
And nobody wants that.
So
Thank you, Lauren Michaels. It's Quentin Hicks. How does he know Quentin?
well, you know, he's.
You think Quentin's trying to get my job at SNL?
If he knows us,
Do you think Quentin's trying to get my job?
These boys.
There's
Hey,
Kurt.
Kurt, you just missed Lauren Michaels.
Can you believe it?
That's weird.
It's unbelievable. They're never in the same room at the same time, but
It is curious.
I do believe Lauren Michaels was really here in my heart, and you know how much belief matters.
Happy New Year, everybody! Happy New Year. A thorn to 2023, huh? Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are going to be finding out soon that 2023 was the hottest year on record.
Thank you. I feel like I was hot.
For the climate as well.
You think so?
It was.
How do you know?
It's going to be.
You've already found this out?
Well, 10 days before throughout December, really, various articles were predicting there was a 99.99% chance that 2023 was going to come in as the hottest year on record. And potentially, because remember, I don't know if you remember the Paris Climate Agreement, right?
I remember Paris.
We're in 2015. All of these world leaders came together and agreed.
It sounds hot.
That 2 degrees of warming was going to be potentially catastrophic. So we were going to try and cut it off at 1.5 degrees warming over the pre-industrial average.
Sounds like that's a pretty good goal.
And it looks like 2023 is going to come in at over 1.5 degrees above.
We kept it under 2, though, huh?
Well, I mean, this thing is, it's an El Nino year. To be fair, it's an El Nino year.
El Nino!
It may come down again, but that's the way that these things work. There's 1 year it pops over, and then it pops back down. And then maybe another...
You're saying it's like crypto in Wall Street. It goes up and down.
It goes up and down.
But keeps going up.
But it keeps on an upward trajectory.
Oh,
so it'll get to a point, and
they
think by the end of the decade it will be that the goal to keep it under 1.5 will be futile.
Well, let's go us.
And
I think we'll get it if we keep our eyes on it.
And potentially the 2-degree goal will be futile.
Dustin Carter, put together some impressions for Farm Team Thursday night, February 8th. Well, my birthday's February 6th.
Put together.
So that means that's on a Tuesday.
Open for Farm Team on Thursday, February 8th.
All right, maybe.
So put it together. Put it together.
I mean, when we want to do our show?
Yeah. Actually,
try it out.
I'm going to be leaving for Costa Rica, though. I'm leaving for Costa Rica.
Well, 2024 just got the Thorn of the Year.
Actually, yeah. I mean, now's a good time to mention it.
Is it?
I'm probably going to miss every episode in February because I'm going to Costa Rica. Oh, no. So it gives you a month to plan, though, buddy.
Sure does.
I mean...
the whole month.
It's Costa Rica, buddy.
I mean, it's okay. Maybe I should go with you when we can do live from Costa Rica.
Yeah. Sean, sell your...
What you mean, haha? Yeah.
property. Don't trust you, Al Gore Jr. Yeah. Well, I take a private jet to here from Woodward, just from...
They don't know where here is. It's 2 blocks. It's 2 blocks. It's 2 blocks. He lives 2 blocks
I live 2 blocks away, but I go out...
And he was late today.
I drive out to DTW. I take a private jet to City Airport, and then I take a Hummer shuttle service.
Probably on Epstein's list now that just came out. I'm going to look for it. You're right. I'm going to look for his name on there.
Epstein knew me by a fake name, so you will not...
What was it? I bet it was Dustin Gardner. That was your fake name?
Maybe. We'll find out.
And all of a sudden now I'm going to get run through the rings.
Run through the rings.
When Paris is underwater soon, we'll see who gets the last laugh. Take that, Perry.
Take that, Paris.
Dustin, my crypto is trending up. Soon I'll owe you money. I mean, no. He bought me this. You've already taken care of me, Daddy. You've already gotten me this
What's
VR. You've already gotten me this
Oh,
VR.
wow, that's nice.
That's where I go on here and I dance for him in virtual reality for buying me that. I haven't still paid you back for that yet, Daddy. I call him Daddy.
How is that
Because he
new VR?
bought it for me.
How is it? How's the new VR, buddy?
It's old. I've had it for a couple years now. Maybe it's time for a new one.
Is that the one that I used?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to get one though, because
Right.
we've been playing some putt-putt golf lately in VR, and it's like you can't play inside. Like one of them is like a wonderland. Like there's a rabbit that passes something through the water reflection, and the rabbit takes it through the reflection.
Right.
Like it's tripped out. There's one in Candyland. You're in space. You can't play golf in space.
No.
But you can
Oh, I have
in VR.
played that one before. That's the one that I played.
You can't even do it in real life, but you can on VR, you guys. It's fun.
It is pretty interesting.
Well, I would give you more thorns, but I don't want to drag it out and just tear you down. Sounds like I only got you for a couple more weeks before you're going to take off to Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Hey, Costa Rica.
Ever since you mentioned Costa Rica, he's been dancing and I've been depressed.
Costa Rica. To be fair, it's because I have to pee. But Costa Rica, fun fact, it's slightly smaller than the state of West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Yeah. Anyways,
that is
so
small.
yeah, I'm psyched. It'll be fun.
Gotta be safe when you're there.
What's that?
Gotta be safe.
We'll be safe.
Okay.
All right. Well,
you got to really pee, huh? Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Tiny Savage. Thank you so much.
Hey, let's stop the insanity, right?
Steiner, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank all of our commenters, Kurt Brinker, Lauren Michaels.
Roses to you all.
Welcome.
Welcome. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Will, for telling us we had no audio. Bill for saying, hey, Mad Cartoons. Mark Nicola.
That thorn to that, too. Not only did we start late.
Started another one with technical difficulties. You think one day we're going to get this?
Island.
One day we're going to get this show right, you guys. You'll see.
One day.
You'll see.
One day it's just going to all come together.
I think around February we're going to be perfect.
Oh, no.
Well,
never.
We've said it all.
March.
Except for get money out of politics.
Get the government out of our vagina.
Get the Supreme Court is dumb. It needs to be fixed.
And
money out of politics is most of it.
I want Dustin to get rich on YouTube.
I don't think
it's crypto.
Crypto is better at this point because
crypto is better at this point.
We ain't got nothing coming in from YouTube's.
Scaring you about climate change than bragging about staying in Costa Rica.
Thank you, Steiner. I knew there was more there that just depressed me about his whole thing, his whole hypocrisy way.
Look, there are flights going to Costa Rica, whether
no matter
I go or not.
Yeah.
Right?
You're just, hey, let's not waste another seat.
I'm just taking up a seat.
And bangs.
And I'm not taking a private jet. I mean, I would. I think we talked about that big climate summit. We're like
private jets were so frozen on the set. So
like 100,000 people that were registered for it.
How many showed up?
Many of them arriving on private jets.
Some of them couldn't because of the snowfall.
By the hundreds.
So where's climate change? Snowfall.
Oh, brother.
That's about all though.
Yeah.
I think we said it all.
Rose to Costa Rica.
We'd like to thank you guys for hanging out again. Again.
All right, Sean Thunberg.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Thunberg. Thunder. That's what she needs to start playing before she comes in. Thunder. Climate change is coming today. Thunder.
That would actually be hilarious.
Be a kick-ass.
That would be a hilarious entrance song for her.
Yeah, she needs to jump on it because it's all attention economy. Who got the most attention?
Interestingly enough, just this year, she graduated from high school.
That is interesting.
And how long have we been hearing her name? I mean, so she's fucking very
Harlem Globetrotters, visit Meltdown Island, book it.
Oh, yes!
That would be great.
That would be fun. I mean, it's Save the Gilligan's Island.
Yep. And remember when they do the balls and then they hold on to it? They don't throw it, they hold on to it.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're going to throw it at you.
It's great.
And then they go to throw water, but it's confetti.
It's classic.
They're just it's like magic magicians with balls, basketballs. I like them.
Yep.
Thank you. Oh.
All right.
Well,
I think we got them all. Huh? I think we've said it all. We've done it all.
I feel like
Happy New Year, everybody.
I feel like it's a lot. I feel like we've done a lot.
Look forward to seeing you throughout the new year, except February, of course.
Well, I'll be here in February.
I won't be, so I won't see you.
That's too sad.
Poses?
Frost.
Ah!
Jack and Frost.
Okay.
All right, that's
Well,
the end.
there
We
it
like to
is.
pose, and then we like to do the thing, and we like to say goodbye.
We say goodbye.
Goodbye,
It's
you
good
guys.
to see you again.
Goodbye. We miss you already.
It's time to say
Goodbye.
goodbye, though.
Goodbye.
Until next week.
Meltdown Island. It didn't rhyme on purpose. That's the key, Mark Mikola. They don't rhyme on purpose.